Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jeremy. Likes to introduce him with another daily dose of mental delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, live life, and trade it. What is up, folks and friends, team and family, fans and followers from around the entire globe? You all doing amazing? Yeah, we got some people doing amazing. Yates is here. What up, Yates? Hope you're doing so swell, man. All right. Glorious. Today is Tech Giant Tuesday, folks. And I don't know if you are all in the same boat as I am, and I hope so, but if not, it's okay. Today was a very, very profitable day for the trading crew and the trading community. We have so many things to talk about, so many things to discuss. Type in a 7 if you just want to dive in, get going, make magic happen. Yes. Also, I'm extra excited because I just got off a phone call with a really, really good friend of mine, great trader and future business partner. So things are coming along, things are getting built. It's exciting times, exciting times. Okay, broader market. Now, do you remember, without me changing anything, what is this purple line that says target? What did that represent? I talked about it yesterday. Let's see who remembers. What was that purple line? Without me pulling anything up, what did that represent? All right, Erez, Yates, and Bomb Dad both got it correct. That is the 50 EMA on the daily chart. Now, I'm not saying that you have to always be in those trades or look to buy off a moving average. I'm not saying that has to be your strategy. It could be, but it's also, I think, imperative to sometimes look at charts and go, well, this did happen in the past, right? So since we do have, how many times does it bounce off the 50? Do you guys want to throw that in the chat pane? I'm gonna just throw it in there really quick. How many times do we get a bounce? At least 6 that we can see, 6 or 7. A baker's dozen, a few, right? Claude, it's great to hear your voice, man. Thanks for signing in, Broski. And I appreciate it. So it's bounced off before. Again, do we know it's going to work? No. Could we know it's going to work? Maybe. Should we try to get in? Yes. So that happened. And for those traders who did it, congrats. And yeah, I like it. So anyway, that's the SPY. It bounced off, high probability trade. Here's the cues. And the cues today, do you guys want to see a really tough miss on a day trade? Type in 3 if you guys want to see a tough miss. This was brutal. Tej, I know you said you're a fan of mine. I was scared to show you this trade because I think you're not going to be my friend anymore after you see what I did on the cues. Promise you'll still like me? Okay, here's what happened. Today in the day trading room, really, really good day. Just awesome day in the day trading room. But here's a double bottom. Now I know that I've drawn it, it's easier for you all to see, but that's okay. Remember, I got 12 years of experience doing this. 12. So saying all that to say, once you practice, once you get it, once you get some screen time, you will be able to master this stuff. But now that I've drawn it, type in a 3 into that. No, type in a W. Type a W into the chat pane if it's very clear once I've drawn it. That is a double bottom type of pattern, right? Retesting old resistance, new support. My boy Bryson Stevens sees it. Wonderful. So my plan was to buy the neckline retest. That was it, right? So bang, there's 3 white candles in a row. Do you get in after 3 white candles in a row? No. Buy the dip, buy the pullback. So I set up the entry to buy the neckline retest, 35531 by 35431, $1 of risk. And I saw that candle and I said, yeah, your boy Newsom's about to either lose an R or win more than a loss. That was my goal. And that trade came in. And then man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good old 8-penny Newsom strikes again. 8 cents. And I'll show you another one that I missed on later today as well. I can't go a whole class without showing you guys that. Now, full disclosure, I am going to show you an absolute insane winner. So just sit back and relax. I'm going to show you one of the biggest winners I've had in a long while. But that's the cues. And anyway, long story. Buy the dip, I guess, is in full force again. Maybe. We did fill the gap. I did say yesterday we'd probably fill the gap by the end of the week. I didn't think we'd do it today, but we did. So the gap filled. Now, team, can we do one of these things and slowly roll over? Yes, it is very, very possible. It can. Here's the only thing I can personally say about shorting up here. If you are going to go bearish on this market, do so with short shares or long inverse ETFs rather than puts. Who can tell me why I would say such a ridiculously ostentatious thing like that? Does anybody want to guess? Bomb Dad pretty much is nailing it. He says timing. Yeah. It's really going to be the timing. The prices are a little bit pricey on them. And we don't know when it's going to roll over. We know that it's probably likely that we could get a little bit lower of a move. But the trend, guys, has been so strong. A lot of traders are fighting the trend. The number one mark of a newbie trader is fighting the trend. Fighting the trend. They short thinking it's going to roll over and it doesn't, and then they buy at a lower move and it doesn't bounce. Like just seeing a very, very, very strong trend and standing in front of that train. So right now, team, as much as you might want the market to pull back, the trend is your friend. We did, I know it sounds stupid, but we did just get a 4% pullback, 3.5. So if we bounce from here, great. Can we consolidate for 3 or 4 days and then go higher? Absolutely. If we close below this candle, I would assume that we're going to get a little bit of selling. I'm okay if we get some selling. I'm not saying you can't be short. All I am saying is if you're going to play it bearish, either buy inverse ETF shares or look to short the actual stocks themselves rather than play puts, because I think the timing is going to be tough. Sound good? Dow Jones. So the Dow, I mean, bounced right off the 100. Craziest thing I've ever seen. So weird. And then the IWM just getting it. Really nice gap and just surgy McSurgerton today. So, if you're buying low and selling high or did a bull put spread yesterday or whatever, awesome. All kinds of things out there. I don't personally play anything, right at this exact moment, I don't have any short-term trades on any of the indices. My biggest investing position is like in stocks. My biggest longer term, just leaving it alone position, I think is SPY and like one of my IRAs that I just never touch. I don't do anything with it. Just there, just to see if I can outperform it, And then I have a few other IRAs, a few other accounts, Upwork, one of my largest account positions. I'll talk about that today. And let me make sure Upwork's on the list. It's not. All right. At Upwork, it's going to be a day. We might go a little bit long today if you guys are cool with that. It might be like 5 or 10 minutes long. Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's get to it. Southwest. Welcome to Southwest Airlines. We'd love to have you. So Southwest Airlines, good pullback, nice bounce, very interesting, up 6%. Trade down to the 100 simple moving average on a weekly. So 100 simple moving average on a weekly, that is a very good support, right? So don't hate it. The support is there. So if you're looking at buying it, that's where you bought it. Buy low, sell high. Again, this is a weekly chart. Those weekly averages definitely have some credence. And if you come into a monthly chart, you can almost see we made it down almost to the 100 simple on a monthly. If you adjust the chart for dividends, it's a little bit higher, but not much. So long story on Southwest, I would be looking at probably letting it consolidate, trade up a little bit higher, pop down a little bit lower, and then start to look to buy the dip. I mean, it's at a low level. I wouldn't be aggressively shorting it down here with these prices. I'd probably like it to consolidate for another week or two and then probably get in. My boy Albert says that's a monthly hammer. That is indeed. It's look at that beauty. And then back in May, look at that phenomenal high wave indecision candle in May. Doesn't that look easy now that we look at it in hindsight? Isn't that like, of course I'm going to get in bullish if it goes above there. Back at what, 35? Now, again, you're probably like, yeah, of course, Newsom, it's easy because it's already happened. I don't disagree with that. But what I am and will say essentially is if you're playing something like this, the ultimate goal is to understand why it did it and then repeat it later. So, all right, that's Southwest Airlines. Here's Plug Power, PLUG. This is on the list. This does have a pretty perfect Morningstar reversal pattern. Polly says, scared money don't make money. That is true. A lot of people gave me I'm trying to reference for that quote. A lot of people say Newsom says, I did not come up with that. I do say it, but it's definitely not my saying. I have no idea who came up with it. Matt Abear came up with it. Sure. Don't know who that is, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, why not? Probably before him, Julius Caesar, and before him, Alexander the Great. I don't know. Scared money don't make money. True story. Very nice Morningstar reversal on Plug. If you were a person who is looking at playing it, that is how one could. Okay. Next on the list, ALXN, Alexion Pharmaceuticals. And this thing is just Surgy McSurgetown. I don't know what caused that volume spike today. Wow. Noobs. If we take out that candle at some point, that is Bear City. And if I were playing this as a short, I'd let the gap fill. That has to be very, very close to an exhaustive move. It looks like legit volume. Yeah, that's legit volume, guys. That much bullish volume this high. Ooh. Sheesh. It's a little bit of a red flag. Now, it has gone higher. Previous all-time high is up here, 208. So it definitely can go higher. So something to just keep in mind. Yeah, so we got that. Trying to see if there's anything else to really focus on. I don't know. I'm not going to personally take that trade. I'm not saying you shouldn't or you can't, but I will say that for me, I'm going to wait it out. And if I was playing it, I'd probably short it. If it gapped down or did a day trade or something, I would definitely day trade that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next on the list, Disney. Hector, what up, dude? No, you didn't miss the party, man. You were there. You were there this morning, partying it up. So team, Disney, I still personally believe is going to trade sideways in between these long-term moving averages. I have 3 traders that I know who are in Disney pretty heavy, and one of those traders did sell some covered calls on that day. Type in a 6 if that is so obvious. Right? Really, really simple. It's a sell right there. Huge bull candle. 3 bull candles in a row on the daily. It's Disney at the 100 simple moving average, at a resistance, all that kind of good stuff. So many reasons to sell a call or get into a collar, you know, which is sell a call and buy a put. Hector says, will my 132 fill on Disney? Nah. Nah. Not 132. It's going to, no. but all good. Anyway, that's really it, team. It's very, very consolidatory. Is that a word? Bull put spreads, bear call spreads, iron condors, whatever, whatever. Don't be extremely bullish. And that's pretty much it. All right, nice. Next on the list, fuel cell. Fuel cell. There are a lot of interesting setups today. This is one of them. It is. Polly says, I think the market is baiting us. I wouldn't totally disagree with that. But it's at a good support level. Morningstar out of support, nice level. I personally don't love fuel cell as a company, fundamentals, all that stuff. Yes, had a really cool run up right here. And yeah, I missed all of it. Could have made millions. I didn't. My sister is not buying it yet, Michael. It's a valid question. I would probably play it with bull put spreads down here. And then if it started popping, I'd get back into some bear call spreads up here and just do an iron condor. That's what I would do, but I'm lame. If you are a less lame aggressive trader than I am, I would probably play this candle today. Entry here, stop loss there, let it pop up and snag and bag it. There's going to most likely be some pretty interesting reversal patterns and some quick pop patterns and things like that, that could occur. So we can always see on a lot of stocks, but that's just personally how I feel about fuel cell. Spotify. I did watch Spotify today for a bullish bounce, and it was on my day trade list all day. I did not trade this one. It happened late in the day. So I missed it. Hindsight is real easy on this one, though. There's the close. How would I have traded it? Entry there. 243.01. Next candle. I would have missed it. Yep. I would have missed that trade too. Good thing I didn't set it up. That would have been 17 Penny Newsom. JL says, Jeremy, when are you going to start your own hedge fund so I can give you the money? That's very kind of you, JL, to ask. I really appreciate it. I have created hedge funds in the past, believe it or not. And when I did that, I realized something, that I'm no longer free when I manage other people's money, because if you call me, JL, I have to pick up. And right now, if you called me, I ain't got to pick up. I will call you back later because I like you and you're awesome, but I don't have to. I'm not obligated to, I'm not required to. So the market starts crashing and everyone blows up my phone and then it's just a stressful day. I'm not saying I won't ever get into that world a little bit more, but what I can tell you is if I were you, JL, I would personally go into a mentorship group. I'll tell you the exact one to go into. I would go into a mentorship group. I would go into this one right here, David Potvin's mentorship group. And if you have over $100,000, because that would be the minimum to get into my hedge fund, by the way, would be 100K. But if you have 100,000, I would work with David and allow him to show you how to automate your trading and take relatively very similar strategies that I would implement in my hedge fund and just do it yourself. What does that sound like? Sound like not good? So again, if you got some money and you want to automate it, then do that. That'll be fun. I think you'll really like it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a really, really cool platform. Cool. Oh yeah, I figure I need to mention this too. And I'm probably gonna go a little bit long today just because I'm really, really excited about life. However, I want to make sure that you guys are all aware that Real Life Trading, we do have a foundation. So we started Real Life Foundation. And right now we are working directly with Operation Underground Railroad. Their mission is to end human trafficking and sex slavery. If you do go on this link, and I'll post a link in the chat pane, OUR is an incredible organization and a great platform, but we are doing a lot of bids for a lot of products and programs. So you can view all of these products and programs here. Make a bid. If you win, fantastic, right? You get something and the money goes to a great, great cause. And I think you guys should go in there and see what you can make some money on. Make some money on, because when you do one of these packages, you win one of these things, it's a very viable event, opportunity, and it goes right to charity. So JL says, can you write off that bid? Is it a donation recognized? Yes, this is a real, actual, legit foundation. But yeah, you can write off the bid if you win, JL. Full disclosure, you have to win. You can't write off the bid if you don't win anything because you didn't pay anything. Right? So if you bid $1 and you don't win that, then no. But if you win, absolutely. Anyway, just throwing that out there. Love you guys. It's all about growth and enriching lives, right? So Spotify, I didn't trade it today. I'm probably going to miss the swing trade. Earnings is around the corner. Boo. All right. So Arthur Pierce, I forget how he said he was in this particular trade. So I apologize, Arthur. I don't know if you're short or long. Hope you're long, but I can't remember. General Electric came down to a support level of some magnitude, I assume, and then just had a rip-roaring bullish day. Super strong bull day for GE and a lot of other Dow Jones stocks, even though GE was taken off the Dow Jones about a year ago. Weekly chart looks okay. Monthly chart looks okay. It is retesting a really interesting pivot. So here's the old resistance, new support. So boom, boom, shakalaka. Old resistance, new support, nice level. I'm not personally in GE at all. I think it's more boring than a mayonnaise biscuit. But if you're going to get in it, buy a dip, probably 12.16 by 11.59, and hope for the best. It's probably it on GE. Virgin Galactic, on the other hand, and this is the one I talked a little bit about yesterday. Very, very nice inside candle. Really, really intriguing risk reward ratio. You guys might remember the analysis yesterday. I talked about both moving averages right on top of each other. So if you wanted to buy it there, you could. Super, super cool pattern. And the risk reward is just great, because if it bounces, and it probably won't, I mean, they make no money. So if it goes down, fine, you lose an R. But if it bounces up to here, you make 4, you know? What's that phrase again? Can someone remind me? It rhymes with buy low, sell high, but I can't remember. Shoot, I always forget that saying. So anyway, it's at the long-term averages. It's an inside candle. Hector says, do you get concerned about the cross? I don't. I actually like it. I think it's a cool support level. Yep. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Risk reward's nice. If you're playing Virgin Galactic, this is where. Bud. Why? Zer. BUD. I mean, who doesn't like drinking Budweiser products? That's all Hector Hernandez drinks. That's it. Just Budweiser and Bud Light. Those things only. Hector says no light. Skip the light. Not doing light. Stock gaps a lot, right? It is a very large company on many, many, many different exchanges. Josh says, how can we access the bid page for OUR? If you scroll up in the chat pane, my friend, the link is there. I can post it again, but it's right there. I forget where it is on the actual website. I don't want to spend precious time looking for it. It's somewhere on our website. It's everywhere. It's all across the stuff. But yeah, bro, appreciate it, man. My opinion on Budweiser, this is a buying location. This is the dip buying spot. This is it. Buy low, sell high. It was at 80. Now it's at 65. If you buy enough of Budweiser and you hold it long enough, you'll make money. It's at a great location. this is it. I mean, this is the pullback. So if you want to buy some Budweiser, it's a slow mover, blue chip, dividend paying, pretty, it's arduous and choppy. This was the dog in my portfolio for a long time, very long time, until I doubled down in COVID because I was like, wait a minute, why are people not drinking more beer? And then I saw this pattern, like the double bottom of all double bottoms, and I had to really throw in some more shares down there. You know, I think you feel like you have to. So anyway, don't have any more Budweiser, but if I was going to buy it, this is where I would. NEO, ticker symbol NIO. Beautimous. Beautimous. What a morning star reversal. This is nice. I like it. It's really pretty. So we're sitting right on top of the 200 simple moving average, as you most likely can see. As I see it, or as it appears to me, it's a quite nice morning star reversal. 9 out of 10 at the smallest. I give it a 9.11134. Great level. If you're looking at playing it, that's your level. That's the price. That's the candle pattern. This is location. Yeah, that's my thoughts on NEO. I like this one. Looks good.
I like taking trades when I'm with you, and I love it. Yes, I love it. I like taking trades when I'm with you, and I love it. Yes, I love it.
It's really next level. Next level songage. So good. All right. Cool deal. That's enough about that. Next on the list is Roku. Roku getting about. So Yates, you're welcome to come on the mic if you want. Did your covered call expire on this one? I thought, I'm relatively sure you had something. Yes. Okay. So Yates had a covered call. It expired worthless. He probably had a collar. He probably made money on it. He's Yates, guys. When Yates shows up, he does three things. He makes money, he works out, and he gets abs. Hashtag Yates Greg. So good looking chart. I know Matt loves this one. You're going to hear more about this. Here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart on the Momo indicator is still bullish on the weekly. On the daily, it's still bullish. And the 78-minute Momo just triggered right at the end of the day. So if you got in on that, cool. If not, you could probably set up a limit buy to get in at 410 just in case, unless of course you have an automated system and it just got in for you at the end of the day anyway. So that's pretty much it on Roku. I don't see anything else other than if it goes back down to 370, buy it. But it's a nice Morningstar reversal. Okay. You guys remember earlier when I said I did have a really, really good trade? I want to talk about it today. Guess what that trade was? Square. Bow, 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 bow. Now, here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I think it would be really prudent of me, just in case there was a lot of people who weren't here, to literally go get the analysis that I did yesterday and this morning. All right, here's Square. You guys want to watch this one? So this is the analysis that we did yesterday. I went in and pulled it out. I spent the time to do this today. So here we go. You guys get to watch this with us. This is all right. Here's Square. Yes. So talk about Chris Hemsworth, your boy, Himmy McRimmy. That is a hammer off of the 100. Very clean setup on Square. So if you're playing a dip buying opportunity, beautiful. It's a very, very nice hammer. You could probably set up a stop limit right above there and have your stop loss below this hammer. James says, what about buying a leap on Square? Leaps are very good in stocks that are in an uptrend and stocks that you know exactly how they make money. Square fits both of those criteria. It is a little sideways, James, but if you are buying a long-term option. I do like the fact that you'd be buying a Leap. I do like the location. I like the area. I like the timing, and I like the candle. So yeah. Stephen Wong says, would you buy on a pullback or a breakout? I would day trade the breakout. All right, Square. Now, all right, so you guys still follow me? Type 1 if you can still hear me. This is me now live, not recording. Okay, that was yesterday. All right, so you guys are all following me. Beautiful. So now what I did is I took the exact analysis from this morning, which again was free. Everyone in the entire world could have been there. Right? My boy John Axe got 2 R's on this exact trade. So I'm going to show you the analysis I did on Square this morning. All right, you guys ready for this? Here it goes. Beautiful hammer at the 100. Nice gap up. Looks wonderful. And yeah, I mean, it looks really, really pretty. So I love Square long term. I mean, with this gap, this hammer, my assumption is it probably fades down and then you get a dip buying opportunity. That makes the most sense to me. With a hammer like this, I'm 96% sure that gap up will fill. So here's the 5-minute chart. And again, 5-minute chart will probably just flash down. If you're looking at buying it today, obviously I think that's a good idea. Probably would want to snag it around 233.50. Most likely could do a stop loss at 231.50, have a $2 stop loss. And yeah, just kind of buy into those long-term averages on a 5-minute chart. Buy the dip if you want to. If I turn the extended hours off, this is kind of what it looks like. And the bullish Momo is already on the 5-minute and a 15-minute, I believe. Yep. So yeah, you're already looking at a bullish, probably look at to buy a dip. That's pretty much my thoughts on Square. All right, cool. So that'll be a video that 6 people will watch later. Now, when I come back over to Square, all right, this is awesome. This is so fun. So we did that yesterday. And John, I know you made 2 R's on this one again, so congratulations, brother. But one of the things I want to bring up to you, and you did everything perfect on this trade. What we did there is exactly what I do every single day. And that is the situation that I want you to remember when you are doing your analysis. Look at the daily chart, plan it. If the next day does what you anticipate, plan it again, set up, and then play it. So I'm gonna now zoom into a 5-minute chart so you guys can see how I played this one. All right, so this is, I'll just hide everything for just a moment. All right, hiding it. And even if you didn't play the way I played it, it's okay, but I'll turn on the chart. 233.50 was the limit order. Stop loss is 231.50. And when it made a new high and this wick came in at 9:30, I trailed the stop at 235.56. And then I forgot about it. I truly forgot that I was even in this one. So I got out at market close for 7 R's. How cool is that? Yeah, super nice. How epic. Now, again, that was analysis that we did together yesterday. And again, in hindsight, all I did was I was already profitable on the day. I moved the stop loss. You guys, again, see the stop loss in the target? So here's the entry and here's the stop loss. You see how he moved the stop loss above the entry? So when we moved above it, I was either going to win or I was going to win. Wage, no, that's the cool part, man. This is literally a 7R trade from 1R risk unit. Yeah, man. The stop loss was $2. This had a $12 move. Isn't that crazy? How nuts is that? So this is the R's right here. It was 6.97. It wasn't actually 14 grand. It was like 13.9633 or something. But let's just say 7. Is that okay if I round up? The tax man's going to round up, I'm sure. But anyway, that's just a really cool thing. And I'm very rare that it happens so gorgeously, team. I'm not saying that this is something that's normal. But what is cool is you're able to see how the analysis can help you even on a day trading level. Because I mentioned that when Stephen Wong said, how would you play the breakout? I'd say, hey man, I'm gonna play it as a day trade on a breakout. I hope the guy who asked about leaps got into leaps. I hope someone who wanted to play the hammer on a swing trade played the hammer. Yates says, what candle did you get entered on? I got filled on the very, very first 5-minute candle on the pullback. Yeah, very, very first candle. So type in a 4 if you want me to put that video in the chat pane. If I get 7 4s, I'll put that video so you guys can watch. Okay, cool. Because again, I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to talk about money and how much money it is. It's nothing like that. I am simply here to help us all learn and study together. After hours, sure. Here's what after hours looked like. So here was after hours when I pulled up the chart. This is exactly what it looked like. So I put my entry where I knew a bunch of stop losses would be the high of the day of yesterday. Plus it was a hammer. I mentioned it was going to fade back. So this is when I got filled. So this setup was, this was in at this point. The order was in right there. So the order was in, it was live, Bangtown. Perfect hammer. And I just forgot about it for a little bit. Just let it do its thing. And then came back and looked at it right about here. Moved up the stop and then just left for a little bit. I didn't have a target or anything on it. Just had the entry. So anyway, hope you guys like it. It was really cool. Congratulations, however you played it. And if you didn't, no big deal. Great trade, phenomenal hammer, love life, and trade it. All right, here's Micron. Micron Technology, Morningstar, breakdown of the 200. I could see some bullish opportunities. I get it. I could see why you play it. I understand. If you aren't playing it, no big deal. I don't have any position in it, but here's what I would do. Wait. I would wait. Sure, this could be a bear flag, and yes, we could retest, and that goes lower. That's very, very possible. But with as strong as the market is, it's just been very, very tough to short things. Obviously, it doesn't look strong to me, but don't short it down here. Wait for it to bounce up if you're going to short it. It needs to go a little bit higher before you short. Now, you can look for day trade shorts and all that good stuff, but swing trades, give it a little bit of time. Jumia, ticker symbol JMIA, inside bullish candle today. The high of today and the high of yesterday are identical. Identical. So I think it's worth that setup right there. Probably do that one with shares. And let's see if we can snag and bag a quick little win on Jumia. Jonathan says, what confirms the double bottom there? Nothing. There's no double bottom, in fact, at all, actually. This is the fact that two candles had the exact same high, and they're both bullish candles, and there's a Morningstar reversal pattern. So one of two things happen. Either it goes lower because all the shorts, or everyone who shorted the last 2 days, if it pops, they might get trapped and it might go higher. JL says, do you set these swing trades up tonight? Yep, I just set them up tonight. Usually around 10 p.m. or so, right before I go to sleep. Jonathan says, so likely to go lower, I think. Exactly. I totally agree with you. So if it doesn't, what will the bears most likely do, Jonathan? If it doesn't go lower, the bears will have to buy to cover. They'll get trapped and they'll go higher. Top 10 play on ESPN. Win or lose, don't care. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them. Got to know when to fold them. All right, I'll put the target in here because I know I'm going to get asked about that a lot. This will just be a quick little in and out. Let's see if we can, little snag and bag. All right. Brett says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this Morningstar reversal on Square? Sorry. I would rate the hammer from yesterday as a 10. All right, official swing trades. Now, for those of you who decide that real life trading might be or is a great benefit to you and your trading career and your knowledge of how the markets work. When you get a membership with RLT and you subscribe and you join the team, you'll get access to this platform, and you will literally get a text message alert and or an email alert about this particular trade. You'll also get access to a lot of our official swing trades, all that kind of good stuff. So I'll be throwing that in later. Brandon says, what's the trend? Trend is definitely bearish. Totally correct. One caveat, we have bounced here before, and whoever bought there once, they might want to do it again. So we'll see. Sometimes you got to play a little bit of a directional move. The other thing is, Brandon, it's also at a previous old resistance, new support. So it is at a location where it can bounce, but I will have a stop loss and I won't double down on this trade. If I lose, I lose, and I'll just move on. Now, are there other trades out there? Absolutely. We're going to set some more up. Jill says, of course you would join. Why wouldn't you? Generally money or time. Those are my two favorite excuses. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. But I think everyone has enough money, and I think everyone has the same time that you have, Jill. And you're here from Australia every day for the last 7 years. So you're a little biased, Jill. You just make a lot of money and you're an amazing human being and you're incredible. So you're here for those reasons. The people who join RLT are just generally from a large demographic, phenomenal human beings. Alibaba, Robert Falco has a put sale for 190 in August. This is a buying location on BABA. You got the 200 simple on a weekly here acting as a support. I wouldn't buy leaps down here. I wouldn't buy anything directional other than shares personally. I am in shares, 100 shares of Alibaba. Not a lot, not a huge position, taking it slow. It did offer a decent day trade today. I think selling volatility is probably the better play, and or some small share size, and just don't do anything too aggressive and just kind of wait it out. All right, Teladoc, TDOC up a little bit, earnings around the corner. That's all I have to say about Teladoc. I love this higher low. I hope it turns into a strong double bottom on the weekly and just goes gangbusters. Is that a dream? Is that a dream? I have a dream that Teladoc will go up. So be patient. You are going to have to wait it out at some point. It'll go higher eventually. It is a legit company that does actual things for people. But it very well might take 5, 6, 7 more months. Person in the chat pane says, can we watch these videos later? Absolutely. We post them on YouTube. We email them in your inbox. But if you are a subscriber, it's the exact same. So what you're experiencing today, you probably got the weekly options newsletter on Hewlett Packard, which we're about to look at. And you got the email from yesterday's afternoon room. You'll get the email from all the recordings. Everything that you get right now is very, very similar to the exact way the room is when you are a paid subscriber, which again, in my opinion, I think it's worth it. Just all across the board. But yeah. All right. That's Teladoc. Come on and bounce. Let's go. Let's go, Teladoc. Monthly chart still bullish, Momo, if it makes you feel better, Edward. Yes, I'm definitely still in Teladoc. Yep. I am in, because I got out of my Teladoc position March 24th, and then I started getting back in 175 and lower. So yeah, I'm in. I'm losing, not a lot. I am down, but I did get out for a loss on March 24th and looking to hopefully make that loss back. MRK, Merck and Company. If I was a buyer of MRK, it'd be at 74.50. This is a very, very sideways, super choppy dividend blue chip stock. That's really it. That's all I got. If I was a buyer, I'd be down there. Otherwise, I'd probably do an iron condor and leave it alone. Claude says, Jeremy is the best teacher you can hope for if you're starting out. I was part of this room for 1 year and nothing but great words. Thanks, Claude. Appreciate that, man. And it has been far too long. I'm very, very happy that you're back, or at least here. But either way, thanks, man. You guys are so, so kind. I do my best. There will be days where it's not amazing because those days will be incredible, right? So you have amazing days and then you have incredible days. That's it. It's only 2 days that you'll have at RLT. I'm not saying you're not going to have winning or losing days. I'm just going to say even your losing days are still amazing. It's all about perspective. Because when we have a little bit of a losing day, we walk up to our kitchen and we get food and we actually eat and get water. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I guess it's not that bad. U.S. Steel. Hector, what are you doing on U.S. Steel? You just sitting around in your collar, hanging out, collecting dividends and chilling. All right. It's trying to bounce off the 200 simple on the weekly and the 100 simple on the monthly. You have a lot of moving averages here to buy off of. So if you're looking at playing US Steel, ladies and gentlemen, it's either bullish or bullish to neutral. And that's pretty much it. That's how I would play it. Hewlett Packard got a weekly options newsletter coming out on Hewlett Packard. It should be in your email. I like the Morningstar. I like the bounce off the 200 simple. I like the retest gap. This is a absolute zero, no stop loss position. And that simply means that we can lose an R, right? But that's the worst that'll happen. We'll lose one risk unit. Nice little gap, interesting candle pattern. We'll see what it does. Here's the weekly chart. I like the fact that it also bounced off the 50 on the weekly. The other reason I set the trade up. 50 on the weekly, 200 on the daily, and 10 on the monthly. What's up? 3 different moving averages, Hewlett Packard, Morningstar reversal. Let's see if it can bounce. JKS. Ooh, JKS. New white inside soldier candle with a hammer-ish candle off the 200. Yes, please. All right. So inch should be there. Stop loss would be there. Let's go look at the weekly hammer candle on the weekly. 10 EMA, well, a little bit far away from it. Monthly. Ooh. How cool would it have been to buy it down here at 38.41? Man, that would have been so fun. All right, back to the daily chart. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I wonder if I can get in lower. It's a little bit of a spready monster. Yeah, I think we can. So tomorrow's Energy Wednesday. Here's what I want it to do. Trigger here, limit buy at 54.78. That's what I want to do. All right, Wednesday. Got it. On the list for tomorrow. Jonathan says, all I can think about is Jinko jeans when I see this company. Here's my question, Wage. And again, you don't have to answer publicly. Did you wear those jeans in middle school? Yes, you did. You don't have to say you didn't wear them. Come on. Everyone just admit it. Hector says he still owns them. Bro, I absolutely got the knockoff versions. Absolutely got the knockoff versions. You know, the one that had like the king hat. I don't even know what they were called, but I got the knockoff ones. Edward says, are we talking about short shorts? No, man. J and KO jeans. Jay and oh, here they go. This right here. This is it. Oh, you can buy them now? They're still buyable. Oh my gosh. Wesley, should I just send you my address now? Like, do I need to send you guys my address? Also, why do they make him look like a convict with the orange shirt? I mean, come on. Michael says, take all my money. Oh gosh, you guys are funny. Sorry, I'm going off the rails. All these new people are like, this guy is weird. I am. I'm a little strange. I think you guys all know that. Anyway, Lori says they're not worth it. Oh, I need more convincing. All right, here's NVIDIA. NVIDIA had the split overnight special. It's $182 a share, 186. Inside bear candle. Robert Falco has a put sale for August. I do think a great way to play NVIDIA right now is to sell some options or some volatility around 155 for August. I think it's a great way to play NVIDIA right now. Let it calm down. I think that this is either an ABC wave or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just don't know. How do I know? I'll know if it closes above 192, and then I'll start buying a dip. It's a little on the high side. The splits occurred. I'm okay with it going a little bit lower, personally. Great company, phenomenal pullback to the 15. I think this is a very, very good thing that it had a split. In fact, I can quite confidently say this stock will hit $250 again without question. Only question is when. So I'm going to wait for a little bit more of a sideways action, and I'm probably going to get out a little bit of a longer term bear call spread up there, and let's see if it can continue higher. I think people are going to want to buy NVIDIA after that split 2-3 days later, maybe. NVTA. Kind of a cool hammer. Hammer candle, morning star reversal, shooting star candle here. I probably won't play this one only because I can't be in everything, but I would say it would look something like this. If I were playing it, it'd be bullish above 29.48. This would be a quick trade, quick little boo-boo in and out, maybe up to the 100. Could be good for 2 hours. That's really all I have on Invite. Oh, the 100 simple on the weekly is right at as a resistance. It's okay. It's like a B plus. I probably won't make it official, but if you're gonna play it for a quick in and out, maybe it works. It's ginormously decent. Okay, Boeing, ticker symbol BA. Semi-funny story. So myself and Jonathan Wage, we had some bull put spreads expiring Friday on Boeing right here, 222.15. And everything was looking great until it just absolutely plummeted. Yeah, Edward. So this was a bull put spread that we did in the mentorship group. We just did it with one contract just to kind of show everyone how it worked out. So it wasn't anything crazy, but it did expire in the money. Oh man, I forgot about this one, dude. I totally forgot. So it expired in the money. Yeah, whoops, I guess. And then, gapped down yesterday. So you're a little bit like, oh no, like kind of apparently forgetting, panicking a little bit. I did go in and day trade the bear move yesterday for just a quick like quarter of an hour with some puts. And then, obviously we just crushed today, which is cool. So for me, I plan on holding this one for another day or two, and I'll probably sell it at 221 for a small gain and donate the proceeds because I don't even deserve to earn that $100. So that's really it. No big deal. But hey, we all learned something new. every day, all the time. Closed inside the spread. Sean says, I closed it in the AM. Nice. Nice. Hope you won on it. All right, here is ACN overall trends. Looks good. I don't have any position in this one. Um, monthly chart, just straight up, guys. Straight up. One day, stocks will pull back. One day. No idea when. No idea when this stock's going to pull back, but be long, I guess. Long and strong. Speaking of long, forward with the hammer of hammers off of some ridiculous, weird moving average. The 100 simple right off of it. Beautiful bounce. I did not play this one. This is not on my list. But for those who did trade it, congrats. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Nice hammer. Incredible location. Perfect spot. Wow. If you day traded it today, easiest day trade my eyes have ever beheld. Look at this thing. Look at this. Edward Lynn, blindfolded, driving an F-150. Could have taken that trade. It's good.
Look at this support line. I do it and it looks just fine. How did our accounts get so red? And what the hell is on Jeremy's head?
Jonathan says he's putting out an album. At least it's not an NFT. At least I'm not putting out NFTs, you know? The Weird Al of trading music. Absolutely. For sure. I got more to come too. Ford, awesome trade for those who played it. Well done. FWP. I do not know what this one is, but it is scorching. It's a random penny stock, low float, low volume biotech. So if I were to play it, I'd buy 1 hour worth of the shares and best of luck. Buy it on a pullback. That's really it. You know, I mean, could it keep going? Absolutely. Totally. You could get some random spike, some crazy news story, and then boom, it's at 40. I'm not going to personally play it. It's generally not my jam, but if you want to, go for it. TAL, Education Group. Whew, we have actually an okay candlestick pattern. I like this candlestick pattern a lot. I don't know if it's going to do anything intriguing. It probably won't. This one is really in the bearish trend. So I'm super, super skeptical about playing this trade. This isn't a ski slope to zero. I mean, it's just wow, 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 wow. I mean, this is a huge sell-off. 90, it's down 80%. This is my grades in high school. I mean, just wow. So Josh says, I think China cracked down on them. I think so too. I do like the candlestick pattern. I wouldn't be afraid to play it for a quick R. I will put on the list for Thursday, and let's just see if it does anything interesting. That's all. That's what I'll say. Maybe. Strong, maybe, but probably not. EDU looks the exact same. I do like this volume, though. The stock gaps all the time. I understand that. It's in an absolute ski slope. This is a doji. I've been known to catch ski slopes before. You know? I've done it once or twice. But again, the difference between me and someone who's never ever done this before is I will get out if the trade doesn't work. That's the thing. A lot of new traders will get in, they'll try to bottom feed, and then they'll just go lower and they'll just buy more. I won't do that. If this thing sucks, it sucks. We'll move on. I'll put it on the list for tomorrow. We'll see if it does anything interesting. If I have one more day that looks okay, I can set up one of those trades for 1 hour. FUTU, Edward, I like this one. I think this kind of fits your style. Nice hammer, nice morning star, had a good pullback, good looking trends. Chart is still strong. I like it. I mean, it's had such explosive growth. Very, very volatile. So earnings are late August. I kind of like the hammer. If we get a little bit of a rest and a pop, even if it's just a day trade, Ed, up to the 100, a little bit of a quick in and out, that could work as well. Pelothian, aka Peloton. I feel like a real dum dum for not being able to buy Peloton off of the 200 today. The 200 simple was 120.21. The low of today was 120.51. I did day trade this bearish, and I did win very small. And you guys will be proud of me on this trade, I think. Here's how I played it. Super, super small win. Entry there, stop loss there, exit right there. The only thing I should have done, I did listen to myself and I did back trade this one twice today. I should have entered there with a stop loss there, and I would have gotten out of everything right there for 1.1. That would have been the way to do it. The reason I exited this trade early is because the market was surging. It had already rotated. You had 4 bear candles in a row. We did not make a lower low. Volume wasn't looking great, and the Qs was rocketing. We got lucky. We took a tiny win, but Hector once told me that a small win is better than any loss. So we did it, and that was it. And then it just double bottomed and crushed all afternoon. So great job on Peloton. High wave candle today. This one did trigger Momo yesterday. So if you're in the automated trading system, you're already in on Peloton, obviously 10 points up. So great job. And that's about it. Go move. XPEV looks like it's bouncing off the 200. Nice. So buy a dip if you want to get in on XPEV. Lift, that is a very pretty pattern. I will agree. It is. One white soldier, new white soldier off of the 200, breaking above an already existing hammer candle. You could either buy a pullback on that one or buy a breakout. I wouldn't say it'd be the strongest trade in the world. It'd probably be a quick in and out. Maybe you're in it for earnings and then you get out before earnings. It doesn't look bad though. I've seen worse trade setups. So you're welcome to keep your eyes on Lyft. Looks kind of cool and interesting. ATHA. I had a gentleman asking about this trade. This was my analysis on it. I'm not in this position, but this was my analysis when asked, I think back on June 21st, was to buy it at 10 with a stop at 8. So if you're playing ATHA, the only reason I'd be going long is because it just got absolutely murder housed. And the volume, I think, is like a little bit of an exhaustion volume type of move. It's just so far down here. Again, I'm not in this trade. I did the analysis correct. Cool. Doesn't really mean much other than hooray. So I'll move the stop up to here if I were in it, which I'm not. And that'd be my risk mitigation practices on ATHA. This is the trade that I missed out on today. Oh, wow. Cool. Big old retest. So I'll show you how I missed on this trade, although it looks like it was a good thing now. Well, not really. I would have sold the top. So here's your 3-minute hammer candle. Type in a 7 if that's the easiest trade of all time. Easiest trade of all time. So this candle popped out. Boom. Nice little poppage. I set up my limit buy. And as I was going, I guess I was going a little too fast and couldn't quite see the numbers. I'm going to come up with a few other excuses. But I put my entry at 58.18. The low of this candle, 58.21. If I zoom into a 2-minute chart, the low of that candle was 58.19. If you're saying, Jeremy, did you miss a 1.4-hour trade by less than 3 pennies on 4 separate occasions? The answer would be yes. I would have sold at 59.51. Here's the extended hours. That was the pre-market high, easiest trade of all time, and I missed it because I'm dumb. That's why. Great cap. Interesting to see. It was just a day trade that I missed, and that's just I wanted to show you. I don't catch them all. I'm not a Pokemon master. So if you're wondering, do I ever miss on trades? That is a perfect example. And then there's this one. Let's go. Upwork. Nice bounce. Huge bearish candle. Randomly, no real news causing it. An uptrending company that I know, like, use, and understand exactly how they make money. I am fully all up in Upwork. Got my full position in this one. Over 900,000 into just Upwork and a longer term big boy account. I'm just going to sit back and let it do its thing. Shares, leaps, and let me see if my covered calls filled at the end of the day. I don't think they did. Nope. No, they did not. So I'm working on selling a 70 August. It's going to be the next one that I'm going to consider doing. And I'm going to probably try to sell this one for around $1. So far, I've already captured $7 of covered call premiums on Upwork with an overall cost basis at 46.39. So with a $7 quote unquote covered call premium capture, my cost basis is like 39 and some change, which is not bad. And I did try to get the exact low of this candle. I tried to buy my final pyramid was here off the 200. That would have been my final buy. I would have looked like an absolute hero. But this, as of now, is my largest non-crypto holding to date. Not to date. Sorry, not like forever. This is my current largest holding that I have. So I do expect maybe a little bit of a retest, right? Maybe go a little bit higher tomorrow. I get the covered call sale. Maybe we pull back and do one of these guys. Earnings is around the corner. Earnings have been okay the last few days. I most likely am just going to sell the covered call and wait it out and see what happens. Right? Because again, I got $7 in covered call premium. If I get this one, it'll be $8, and that'll be in August. So should be cool. But anyway, I'm in Upwork, buy low, sell high, over by the end of the year. This should be over 60, I think. And that's pretty much it. All right, Squadron. Tomorrow is Energy Wednesday. What do you guys want me to look at tomorrow? Tesla's on the list. Cool. Tractor Supply. Got it. POAI. CVGI. Never even heard of those two. BTU, First Solar, BNGO, CCL, Dell, Food, AMC already got on the list. FUV, Apps, CCL, Beyond Meat, PAE, AMD, Fubo. All right, squad. Thank you so much for being here. You are amazing and incredible. And I hope we get to hang out again tomorrow. Please join Real Life Trading. It is worth it, even if it's just for 3 or 4 months. And you're just here for the music and for the good looks. It'll improve your life. I want to help you become a masterful human being, controlling both your emotions, because if you can control the market by controlling your emotions. Love you guys. You rock. Goodbye.